Good morning. My name is Vernice Murray Monroe. Most of us would say that our parents played a great part in our lives, teaching us values, etc. But I'm going to go back to an old African proverb that says, it takes a community to raise a child. And I was blessed to have a wonderful community. Not only did I have parents that taught me values and through lessons and such as I couldn't quit if I made a promise, I had to keep my word. And I had a large extended family of uncles and aunts who supported me. But my community that helped shape who I am today extended to the school with teachers, extended to my church. I was raised in church, Morning Star Baptist Church. I remember walking down the aisle at 12 years of age, crying because at that time I made up my mind that I was going to accept Jesus Christ. And when I was brought into that church community, I had all of these people who supported me. I had all these people who gave me support at school. My father and mother were such firm believers in education that a salesman came by the house selling encyclopedias, World Book encyclopedias. A lot of people maybe remember the door-to-door salesman selling things from vacuum cleaners, etc. I begged for those encyclopedias. My father looked at me and said, if I buy these encyclopedias on time, will you read them? And I said, yes, I will read them. And I did. Lo and behold, how would I know at age 17 in the 1964 World Book Encyclopedia, my name would be in that encyclopedia. And so I owe everything to a large community of people who supported me and believed in me. Racism is alive and well. It has just taken different forms today. I was raised in Kansas City, Missouri, so I know firsthand about racism. I know that in Kansas City, Missouri, I went to an all-black school, elementary, middle school, and high school, segregated Kansas City. I know that when we went to downtown, we could not eat at the lunch counter. We had to stand in a lunch counter. Never saw any signs, but it was kind of known. And for most black parents at that time, they tried to protect their children from racism, but you picked it up. I was taught that the best way to fight racism is excellence. The best way to fight racism is to be prepared. One of my high school teachers was an English professor who had received his master's degree from Harvard. So in those days, in those class periods, he would sit us down and he would talk to us, okay? And I think that's really missing today, is that people sit down and talk to their children about the past. It may be different, but some of the same behaviors, some of the same prejudices, some of the same stereotypes are there. So when I went to the University of Missouri, I was prepared. I was prepared because they taught us how to deal with what they call blatant racism, and as well as that racism that you really can't detect, okay? Still the best way, I would say, is education. I have firmly believed that. I was taught that the best way for African Americans to change their position in life is through education. And everyone must preach that, and it must be a single message. That's what I received from my parents, from my teachers. It was an expectation. And as I told someone, there was no way the University of Missouri was going to put me out of there without a degree. And so that kind of determination is what we need. And that's the kind of determination that our forefathers had as to how they received degrees in much more difficult times than what we are facing today. And that determination is, I think, the key to success.
Hey church family, welcome to Ambassador TV. I'm your host, Brooklyn Williams.
And I'm your co-host, Landon Richard.
We are off to a great start with one of our newest goals here at the church, and that is Family Night. Every Thursday at 6 p.m., all men, women, and children gather together as one big happy family. All classes are taught and led by some of the most amazing leaders here at the church. The Flow Conference is on the horizon. Mark your calendars now for April 13th and 14th. Tickets are on sale now in the foyer.
Remember, every Wednesday at 7 a.m., people from all over the world dial in to hear Pastor Adolph and the War Room Prayer Call.
He has also begun to do his weekly prayer call via Facebook Live, which has increased his viewers to over 15,000.
That's more viewers than I have on my Instagram. Follow me at Landon_Richard4. I repeat, Landon_Richard4.
That was very childish. Not only is there a weekly prayer call on Wednesdays, but there's also the Hour of Power every Wednesday here at the church at 12 noon. Again, that's every Wednesday, the Hour of Power, 12 noon, right here at the church in the chapel.
The Antioch Scholarship applications are due today. I already turned mine in, so we're Gucci fam.
Remember, deadlines do matter. Parents, if your children are in grades 8 through 12 and they are not connected with the graduation ministry, it is very important that they do so. It's very simple. Go to the website at antiochbmt.org, click Connect, Graduation Ministry, and then click Register. Remember again, deadlines do matter. To all of our new members who have not completed new members orientation, make some time to do so this Thursday. At 6:30 p.m., all courses will be offered at once. You can complete the entire new members course during the Blitz. That's this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. during Family Night. Well, that concludes all of our announcements for today. Remember, every Wednesday at 7 a.m. is Pastor's weekly War Room Prayer Call.
And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Landon_Richard4.
Family Night, Landon.
Yeah, and Family Night Thursday at 6 p.m.
And we'll see you next Sunday.